Hello everybody and welcome to the place for artists. Today I'm going to be doing the Draw This in Your Style challenge, but anime edition. Just to start off, here are the materials I am using for this video. For anyone who wants to know, I also have links to everything below. I do earn commission for anything purchased through my links, but let's get started. I chose characters from a few different animes and a few different anime styles to redraw on my own. First, I will be drawing Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. This is one of my favorite Studio Ghibli films. It's about this young witch who goes off and helps her pregnant bakery lady by doing a witch delivery service. So when I first started drawing, I really loved drawing in anime style. But as I grew as an artist and I developed my own style, I sort of stopped drawing in anime. So I wanted to kind of dip my toe back into my roots and start drawing anime, but in my style. And along the way, getting back to Kiki, she makes friends with this young boy. I can't currently remember his name. The style of Studio Ghibli is so beautiful. Everything's hand painted and it's just, you have to watch it. Any of his films, watch them. Now, one thing I can say is if you are a watercolor painter and you enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe. It's free for you and it really does help out my channel. Here I do mostly watercolor paintings, and no, I don't do landscapes. I like to draw characters. So you don't get to see that very often now, do you? Also, don't mind me doing pauses in between. Once I'm kind of done talking about the anime and what I have to say, there will be silence. Up next is Lelouch from Code Geass. This anime is all about Lelouch and his rebellion. He is an exiled prince who hates his father because his little sister watched his mother die and she lost her sight and ability to walk. On top of that, his father did nothing to try and seek out the killer and avenge his son. So now he just has this hatred for him. He just wants to ruin his life initially. This one was a really simple design because his normal outfit is way simpler and it can fit in the space I have. But if you love amazing storytelling animes, this is the one to start watching. I don't really like mecha animes, but this one, the story, it's not about mechas, it's about Lelouch and his rebellion against his father. So my fiance showed me this one and I can tell you it's probably one of the best animes he's showed me so far. Now let's be honest, Korra needs no introduction, but for those of you who are uncultured swines, it's a part of the Avatar series. And no, I'm not talking about the beautiful blue people. She is the new Avatar and she struggles with her spirituality aspect of being the Avatar, but she excels greatly in her strength and her ability to control all the elements. Now, if you're anything like me, it seems like it's a cheap knockoff at first glance, but it's not. It's not trying to be like the first Avatar at all. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Now, up next is Levi from Attack on Titan. This show is about this small kingdom who built walls to keep out the giant fear-mongering titans, that let me tell you, some of them are very hilarious to look at. But this is the most handsome man on earth, and who said all women want men taller than them? Now, Levi is by far my favorite character. He is a complete god when it comes to fighting, and he has OCD and likes to keep everything really clean. At least as far as season 2. I haven't watched season 3 or 4 because I want to binge watch it all at once. And who doesn't like binging? There's a reason we're here, there's a vibe in the air that neither you or me could deny. Now, on to my favorite piece of all, Sailor Moon. This one came out so amazing. I can admit I have not watched this series yet, but it is on my list to watch. I love the anime style and I love the art from this anime, but I just haven't watched it because I'm just like that. But recreating the infamous screenshot made me want to do a recreation of all the character designs. And at this point, I really started to get a feel for how the Todoroki watercolor set works. And guys, I am obsessed with these. I am so grateful for my fiance who supports me and bought me these new watercolors, because I love the Arteza watercolors and the Winsor & Newton ones, but they're very transparent and it takes a lot of layers to get the saturation I want. With these Japanese watercolors, both the Komorebi and the Todoroki, they are very similar to gouache, but when you do a thick opaque layer, it doesn't reactivate very easily, and I do washes on my art and the colors don't get disturbed below. But don't let that fool you. These colors also lived very easily with a dab of water and a napkin. I messed up more times than I can count, but I put a little water down and I dab it and voila, the mistake is gone. Next, I am drawing Todoroki. This character is from My Hero Academia, and this is about a world where superheroes are kind of like celebrities and villains are dangerous. This is a school where people train to be heroes, and Midoriya is the main character. Unlike everyone who's born with special abilities, he was not, and despite that, he's still determined to be the greatest hero possible. I chose Todoroki because I loved his character's design. He has the powers of ice and fire, hence the 2 colors of hair, and he got his scar from his mother pouring boiling hot water on him because she hates his father and he reminds her of him. This also causes him to resent his father, and he rebels by not using his fire power at all, which is where his firepower comes from, his dad. He is such an amazing character arc, and just a 10 out of 10 would recommend. You've been gone. I think about you all the time, so I pretend. See you in the mirror every now and then. Every night I'm back into your arms again, dancing in the shadows of my... But these are all 6 of the anime characters drawn in my style, and if you guys want to learn the best way to paint with watercolors like me, you can click this video here and I will meet you guys over there.